stuff. Indeed, a sort of high-profile announcement about a new educational initiative and changes to an existing learning system has come to light by the introduction of Login India tablets. Login India Days. Excitement about the promise and potential of information, communication, and technology devices for use in learning and learning has been around the world, for a few decades, but only recently has this been translated into introduction of such devices, meaning Login India tablets for use in schools and a supportive guide for learning in addition to the normal classes. It's true that not everything that is announced actually comes to pass. Timelines are often a moving target, and the scope of scale of a project as initially conceived can change radically, but the trend is clear. It's Login India Days again. Book look. Login India tablets are thought to be easier for kids to use than other tablets, laptops, or desktop computers. The shape and size of the devices is like a book which our educational system was forced to depend, but now Login India tablets have been proven to be an alternative for promotion effective learning. Specific software application with learning content to be used for teaching and learning will be available in this tablet, and it has become an equation of learning in a quick span of time. Powerful symbol. As an education technology device, Login India tablets are seen as powerful and iconic symbols of modernity within an education system. As such, their purchase and use within schools is seen to be representative of a forward-looking modern educational system, and their existence can play a key role in helping to introduce and advance a specific educational reform process within an education system. Educational tablet. Login India tablets come preloaded with specific educational software along with the content, and the user interface may support a specific operating environment designed for student users. The device may ruggedized in some, perhaps most fundamentally, where the Login India tablets device will be specifically labeled and marked as an educational tablet. Impact on students. The use of educational technologies most generally, regardless of which specific technology device, when it comes to tablet use in schools, which supports student learning, has become entertaining by the influence of Login India tablets in the education sector. Tablet-based education is based on methodological trustworthiness and relevance, and is no doubt useful pointers to initiatives that merit the quality of education. Depth in learning. The detailed explanations as to using tablets within certain activities can improve learning remain elusive. Future tablet education moves beyond exploration towards systematic and in-depth learning concept. Studies related to tablets use in education sector with much useful relevant insight into which the particular affordance of tablets are important. Having an educational computing device has become so important with something specific about a tablet that makes it a particularly relevant option for consideration. Collective understanding. There is a clear potential to enhance the methodological rigor of future research that investigates the use of tablets in schools. Preferential consideration will be entertained by Login India to be use of information and communication technology for student learning or teacher training at the secondary level, which will help to support a few rigorous evaluations that will enrich our collective understanding and increase activity. Technology changing books. We have digested books for centuries, but now technology has introduced shiny new devices today like Login India tablets, which really represent a break with the past. The specific devices we use are in some ways terribly important and in other ways fundamentally most important. If technology could have been used in ways that were really helpful for students and their learning, the same old boring lectures will disappear. Game changer. Ultimately, the pedagogy and the ways the teachers were teaching needed to change because technology has become the game changer. It's imperative that we have great teachers who know how to incorporate the technology in the classroom in meaningful ways. Technology backed up with teachers' leadership, talent, cultivation, strong teacher preparation program, and the deeper learning practices will assure make a lot of difference to the learning atmosphere of a student, and above all, the use of Login India tablet by the students have become a real alternative for them. Challenges. The challenges being faced by computer-based learning in schools and experimenting with tablets-based models of learning and education is the new generation way of interacting and has become the real method of learning. Tablets, if used appropriately, definitely result in the most affordable studios atmosphere along with the playful nature of students. Love device. Students love the digital devices, and now it's everywhere in almost every home, and it's the phone or tab that has become the child's most loved device in recent times. Therefore, we strongly feel that if leveraged appropriately, it can become the medium to excite and engage the student in proactive and inclusive learning. The technology-driven new generation, which uses digital equipment more than chocolates, even before start to walk, need very class computers literacy classes, which monopolize the use of computing facilities for schools in the past. But now it is no longer needed because students are already computer literate, and such developments haven't demonstrate real value, and technologies change so fast too. Learning inspiration. With Android penetrating to millions at the bottom of pyramid, it's very important, it's very much present, a great opportunity to offer a playing field to our students. With continuity at homes and schools, Android-based tablets can create tremendous learning impact. Login India gives focus on tablet-based labs, tablet-based programs, and subject skill-centric labs for practical and experimental learning in schools with a source of great learning inspiration for the students. It privileges to stay in touch continuously and thereby guiding to shape our work toward maximum value. Personalized learning. The nature of learning and teaching is changing, which is enabled by new technologies to provide computing equipment like Login India tablets with educational content and technology in schools to identify places where big reforms around standardized testing are underway. It is surrounding the potential for technology to enable more personalized learning. Technology investment. Investments in technology is meant to be deliberately looking forward to strategic or well-planned symbols of progress and optimism about the future, from the highest performing to the most dysfunctional. New technology in education. While working with new technologies in education sector, many of the students are interested in technically backgrounds and typically direct their gaze towards using the new technology itself. The end goal of such developments is meant to build an accurate inventory in the equipment that is available in a school, rather by trying to learn about how the equipment is being used, preferably Login India tablets with up-to-date educational contents. Wealthy educational resource. Over the past decade, Tremendous strides have been made providing computing equipment and tablets to school and colleges around the world. Presumably, or at least hopefully, Login India has piloted and championed the use of tablet with educational content in a way to provide access for learners in remote communities to digital teaching and learning resource with a difference. Powerful tool. Digital education devices of various sort, like Login India educational tablets, are increasingly powerful in the hands of teachers and students. It will be great if people could use these devices to get access to the wealth of education resources on the tablet. Digital development in education has been guided by different people as the real wealthy resources in the field of education, especially by the new generation students. Technology for all. Login India has sought to explore issues related to the use of information and communication technologies to benefit education in developing India. While there are plenty of resources for new information and perspectives of the use of educational technologies in the so-called highly industrialized atmosphere, the regular comparative discussions and explorations of what is happening with the middle and low-income families will be harder to find, and that is why the focus of Login India has become so important. Rapid digital expansion. We have to admit the fact that things continue to change so rapidly when it comes to the use of technology in education as a practical matter in this world. One could nonetheless note that being aware of something and doing something useful and impactful as a result of awareness is not necessarily the same thing. A lesson that seems to be learned and relearned again and again, often quite painfully and expensively, as innovations from advanced places are not transferred to other less advanced places around the world, with results that can at times be rather difficult to determine, but Login India brings you the best available technology in the world as far as education is concerned. The benefits of rapid digital expansion have been swayed toward the wealthy, skilled, and influential around the world who are better positioned to take advantages of the new technologies. But now, Login India has made the difference by creating an opportunity for the common man to experience the same. The insightful. It is also perhaps worth by briefly recalling the insightful, because in most of circumstances, it is not what you don't know that gets you into trouble, but it's what you know for sure will make things complicated. Now, there is no need to worry, because in case you do not arrive in the right path to go forward in the complicated and fast developing fields of education, Login India will always guide you to the most perfect digital atmosphere for learning. Practical knowledge. Computing devices and connectivity continue to proliferate practical knowledge and know-how about what works and what doesn't when it comes to use of technology in education. It is to participate and learn from and help to catalyze different methods of learning that Login India has conceived and continues to operate. Faith-based initiative. As a result of technology used in classrooms around the world, Login India has been referred to by some as the real faith-based initiative in our educational system. Parents are keen to make sure that their children can have access